Welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is doing well, and this video is going to be a real treat because I'm making my version of homemade Dubai chocolates. I've seen it trending all over online and I had to give it a go, so we're going to do that in this video. I hope you like it. Don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and leave your comments down below, and let's get making homemade Dubai chocolates. Hope you enjoy. So before I start making the homemade Dubai chocolates, I'm going to talk you all through the ingredients that we have here. So we've got some unsalted butter, some phyllo pastry. Normally Katafi pastry is used in the Dubai chocolates, but this is what I've got in my fridge, so that is what I'm using right now. We've got some tahini, some pistachio paste, some dark chocolate, and some milk chocolate bits. So I am a fan of dark chocolate and I think it adds a bit more depth to the Dubai chocolate bars, but I know people normally like it a bit sweeter, so that's why I've got these milk chocolate bits on the side, and I'm going to mix the two together, which will hopefully even out and balance out the taste. So here are the ingredients that we are going to use, and now let's start putting it together. Okay, so for the first step, I'm going to break up my dark chocolate, and this will make it easier to melt once I put it in this bowl, which underneath has got hot boiling water, and then it will melt the dark chocolate. And then obviously, like I mentioned before, I'm going to mix it with the milk chocolate bits, which will add a bit of a sweeter taste overall to the chocolate bar. So let's break up this chocolate first. And now I'm going to add the milk chocolate bits. Right, so the chocolate has been above the hot boiling water for about 10 to 15 minutes now, and you're going to get this sort of liquid consistency, which means your chocolate is now ready to be placed in your molds. So the only thing I've got at the moment are these jelly molds and this square base molds. So the chocolate will now be placed in these molds, and then it will go into the fridge to set for about, you're probably looking about for about 2 hours or so. Keep regularly checking to see how it's doing, and then you'll be ready to move on to the next stage. And now I'm going to start filling my molds with the chocolate. So grab a spoon of the melted chocolate, place it in your mold, put one more spoon in, and then it should hopefully work. So I'm trying to put it all around the edges, and this will be the outside, the shell of the chocolate bar almost. So I'm just making sure I'm covering the whole area. So just keep on spinning it around. Okay, so now as you can see, the jelly mold is covered with chocolate, which means it is now ready to go in the fridge to set. And as I mentioned, I've also got this square base mold. So I'm going to show you how it's done with this. So place the chocolate in the square base. Make sure you get enough chocolate in there. And start spreading it around so it goes all over. So as you can see, it should look like that. Okay, so now we are moving on to the key part of making the Dubai chocolate bar, the filling. This is going to be the centerpiece of the whole chocolate bar because it will be giving the taste. And we are going to be starting off by cutting up this phyllo pastry into small strips. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, it is normally katafi pastry that is used, but because I've got phyllo pastry here, that is what we are going to use now. And I'm going to cut it into small strips, and then we will add it into the saucepan with some butter, and then we'll fry it off. So let's start cutting this up into smaller strips now. Now we are ready to start frying off our phyllo pastry, and we're going to start off by putting our saucepan on a low heat. So this is currently on a low heat, and now we have got our unsalted butter over here, and this will go into the saucepan now. This will now cook off and start warming up, and then once that is done, we can start adding our phyllo pastry in. So I don't know if you can hear it, but there is a sizzle in the pan from the butter, which is a good sign, because now that means it is ready for the phyllo pastry to go in, and then it'll be ready for you to start cooking. So for the next step, we're going to put the phyllo pastry into the saucepan. Then you can start stirring it around. So as you can see now, it has turned golden brown and crispy. And now we'll let it cool down for a bit, and then we can start adding the pistachio paste and tahini together to mix it together. But as of right now, let's transfer it into this glass dish to cool down. So now that our phyllo pastry has been cooling down for a bit, it is now ready to move on to the next stage. And we have got our pistachio over here, and we're going to add a little bit of it in the mix. So we're going to start off with the pistachio paste first, and we will start adding it in on here. And then next up, we have got some tahini. I would recommend maybe putting a spoon or two, a lot less than the pistachio, because you don't want it to overpower the taste. So maybe for me, I'm going to put 1 spoon in. I might just put 1 more spoon in just for the taste. that will be it. So now we are going to start mixing it all together. And now we are mixing everything together. So as you can see now, the pastry is fully coated in the pistachio and tahini, and it should look something like this. And once it is at this stage, it means it is ready to be placed on the chocolate base and then covered with the chocolate top. So as you can see now, the square base mold, the chocolate in here is completely set, and now this will be the base of the chocolate bar. And now we will put the filling into this mold over here. And we basically want to cover the whole surface area of the mold with the filling. Then you'll get to a point like this where the whole area is covered, and be careful not to cover it right to the top, because you're going to leave enough space to put the chocolate on top. So now I've added the chocolate lid on top of the filling, and now we're going to cut it into slices to make it a chocolate bar. So as I was cutting it, hopefully you could have heard the crunch from the pastry, and I can see the vibrant green that is coming from the pistachio paste. And now we'll be ready to be plating this. So here we are, here is the final product of the homemade Dubai chocolate bars, my version of it. And I've gone for two different styles, one when I was using the jelly mold and one when I was using the chocolate bar mold. And I'm really happy with it because this was my first time making it, and the fact that they're still holding shape and they're able to hold the filling, it wasn't easy, but it is doing that. And yeah, so I can't wait to try it now and taste it. And if you are all interested in having a go on this, please do be sure to share this video around if you know whoever would be interested in making this, and leave your comments down below if you do try to make this at home. Let me know how it goes. Let me know what you think of this video. Was it helpful? Was it not? And don't forget to subscribe. So here we go, let's try the Dubai chocolate bars. So we're gonna get the chocolate, we're gonna get a lot of the filling. That's not bad. I can definitely taste the dark chocolate, something that I really like. And the filling really balances the taste. So you get that sweetness from the filling, but then that bitterness comes through from the dark chocolate. And I'm really happy with that. So do give it a go. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one. Take care.